What's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to talk about how you can start a t-shirt business from home with as little as $500. Let's not waste any time and get right into it. Check this out, guys. We're going to go on ebay.com, type in Jordan shirt, and here you'll see a bunch of t-shirts. So these shirts will cost us around $2 to make. You will need around $500 to buy all the equipment, and you'll be able to make these at home. These are going to be professional quality store ready t-shirts. So let's take a look at this t-shirt right here. Let's click on it. So this seller didn't do a good job with the listing. The image is horrible and the shirt is all wrinkled, but still, he sold 115 of these t-shirts for $20. And so he's making over $10 per shirt. And let's click right here. And this is how many he sold. So just today, he sold 2, 3, 4. He sold 4 of these t-shirts. So off of one t-shirt, he made $40. You guys can make a ton of different t-shirts, from athletes to musicians to movies to much more. So let's talk about how to make these shirts. The first thing we're going to do is go on a website called jiffyshirts.com. This is the website where we're going to buy our blank t-shirts. We're going to buy the Gildan G500 t-shirt. This is one of the most common t-shirts, and it's good because it has a tearaway label, so it's very convenient. The shirt will cost around $1.60. The second thing you guys will need is special inkjet printable heat transfer paper. You can get these in different sizes, such as 8.5 by 11 and 11 by 17. The small one is called A4 and the large one is called A3. You will need light transfer paper for white t-shirts and black transfer paper for dark t-shirts. When you're first starting out, you guys should buy these on Amazon, and then you can buy it wholesale on Alibaba for around 30 cents a sheet for the large ones. The next thing you guys will need is an Epson WF7710 printer. And the fourth thing is a large heat press machine. So the first thing we have to do is mirror the image. Let's click Tools, flip horizontal, and now ready to print. Alright, so we're going to be printing on a white t-shirt. So we're going to insert 11 by 17 light paper into the printer and print the image. I just want you guys to understand one thing. Even though we're printing with the inkjet printer, the ink will never smudge. It will be impossible to make the ink come off the t-shirt. The shirt will have to be destroyed. This is going to be a professional quality t-shirt. The ink is going to melt with a thin piece of vinyl onto the t-shirt. So when the paper is printed, it's not going to look too bright, but when it's on the shirt, it's going to look much better. The next step is to cut out all the white parts of the image. You can do this with scissors, or if you want better results, you can do this with a paper cutter. Don't worry if you don't cut it perfectly, because the white areas are barely seen on the shirt. The image is now ready to be printed on the shirt. Alright guys, the next step, we're going to take a blank shirt and we're going to preheat it to get the moisture out. We're going to put the part of the t-shirt which we will print on onto the heat plate. We're going to put the silicone paper and press it for about 10 seconds. If you guys see steam coming out, that's fine, don't worry. And now we're going to do the same thing just on the bottom. The next step is we're going to take the image, we're going to align it on the t-shirt carefully. And then we're going to use paper tape, or you guys can use special heat transfer tape to tape the image on the shirt. And now we're going to transfer the image onto the t-shirt. And now we're going to press it at 300, let's say 50 degrees for around 15 seconds. So right now is a very important part. If you guys peel while the shirt is hot, you're gonna get a matte finish. If you guys let the shirt cool off and peel when it's cold, the finish will be glossy. For this shirt, we're peeling it hot to have a matte finish. Make sure you take the tape off very carefully. And as you guys can see, we have a professional finished t-shirt. If you guys look on the bottom right, there's a very small white scratch. This happened because the paper was scratched before printing. So always make sure to inspect the paper prior to printing. Otherwise the prints come out perfectly every single time. It's almost impossible to mess with the print. We're almost finished. We just have to do one more thing, and that's to stretch out the shirt and repress it one more time for about 10 seconds to make sure the shirt lasts a long time. Now we're gonna stretch the shirt out to make sure it lasts a long time. I'm gonna press it one more time. I'm gonna put the silicone paper on and do a very quick 5-second press. And the shirt is on. Alright guys, now we're gonna do a black t-shirt. Let's insert the paper. For this example, we're gonna print a small image on the A4 paper. So when you're printing on black t-shirts, the image does not need to be mirrored. We're gonna use our cutter to cut out all the white areas. And now we're ready to heat press the image. Alright, so now we're gonna pre-press the black shirt. Quick 10-second press. So the next step is to carefully peel the top layer. And now we're going to carefully line the image onto the t-shirt. Now we're going to put it into the heat press and press the image. Press it for around 10 seconds at 320 degrees Fahrenheit. Now we're going to remove the silicone paper, do a quick stretch, and our shirt is done. Alright guys, the next step is to make our shirt labels. The best way to do this is by making Plastisol heat transfer labels. You can get these for around 10 cents if you order in large quantities. Just make sure the image is mirrored before sending it to the seller. We're going to go into Google and type in shirt label template. Right here you will get the template for the labels. You guys can Photoshop your own if you want. We will download one of the sample labels and heat transfer to the shirt. I strongly recommend you guys get the Plastisol heat transfers if you want flawless results every time. But if you guys want to do it yourself, you can get a special Oki laser printer and special heat transfer paper and try it out. There is a learning curve to this and the results are not going to be as good as the Plastisol labels. Let's carefully tear away the Gildan tag. Alright guys, so we're going to place our label onto the shirt, place the silicone paper over it, and heat press it. And now we're going to slowly peel the label. When the shirt is finished, you will package it in a plastic bag, which will cost you around 5 to 10 cents. You will then take photos of the t-shirt. Let's talk about two very important parts of this business. The first one is reinvesting money back into the business. So for example, if you start with $100, you can make 50 t-shirts at $2 each shirt. If you sell those 50 t-shirts at $10, you will have $500. If you take the $500, you can make 250 t-shirts. If you sell the 250 t-shirts at $10, you will have $2,500, and so on. The second thing is you guys have to make t-shirts which don't have trademarks and copyrights. This is very important if you want to have a long, stable business. Get creative and make really cool t-shirts. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, please ask in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next one.